Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. As always, I am your host, Fearless Floyd, and allow me to introduce you to your new digital twin. So, I just did a little show a little while ago, and that term was brought up, and they were discussing their artificial intelligence robotic systems and that they had a digital twin. So, I was like, man, I wonder what that is. But before I go there, let me go over here and dive into this for you guys so we just get a little kind of background of what exactly I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Stargate project. The Stargate AI project is a major initiative to build a network of AI data centers across the United States and internationally. The latest development is that OpenAI is constructing its first site in Abilene, Texas, with a total investment of $15 billion, including $11.6 billion for the Abilene facility. The project aims to provide sufficient capacity to meet growing demand for AI across various sectors such as scientific research, healthcare, automation, defense, and finance. Overview of the Stargate project. Initiated by OpenAI, that's Sam Altman, Oracle, that's Larry Ellison, and SoftBank. That's, man, I never can remember that guy's name. I need to go look it up. Hopefully, it's later in this article. With support from President Donald J. Trump. The objective to build a network of AI data centers across the United States and expand globally with the focus on enhancing America's technological leadership and supporting the reindustrialization of the country. And just to add that, when Trump went to the Middle East, the UAE is a part of it now, United Arab Emirates. So, yeah, they mentioned it here. So, investment, a proposed 500 billion investment with the first 100 billion coming in the initial phase. Partners, ARM, Microsoft, Nvidia, Oracle, OpenAI are the key initial technology partners. Infrastructure. The project involves building data centers and other infrastructure for AI operations with a focus on scalability and security. Global expansion. The project is expanding internationally with the UAE, United Arab Emirates Stargate Data Center project announced in Abu Dhabi by Emirati tech firm G42. Environmental concerns. The project has raised environmental concerns, particularly regarding the sustainability of energy sources used in data centers. Details of the Abilene facility. Location, Abilene, Texas, United States. Construction. The facility is currently under construction and is expected to be completed by mid 2026. Funding. A total of 15 billion has been secured for the project, with 11.6 billion allocated specifically for the Abilene facility. International expansion. UAE Stargate, Nvidia, Cisco, Oracle, and OpenAI are backing the UAE Stargate AI data center project in Abu Dhabi. OpenAI for countries. OpenAI has launched an initiative called OpenAI for Countries to support countries around the world in building AI infrastructures based on democratic principles. The Stargate project aims to revolutionize AI infrastructure and support technological advancements globally, while also addressing concerns about sustainability and security. Here's your introduction to your digital twin and what that actually looks like. We will take a deeper dive into actually what all that entails. But here's your induction. NVIDIA CEO, Huge Humanoid Robot Predictions, Jensen Huang. Hope I pronounced that correctly. And let's roll.
But human or robot, it is likely to be the next multi-trillion-dollar industry. and the technology innovation is incredibly fast, and the consumption of computing and data centers enormous. But this is one of those applications that needs 3 computers. One computer is an AI for learning. One computer is a simulation engine where the AI can learn how to be a robot in a virtual environment, and then also the deployment of it. Everything that moves will be robotic. As we put these robots into the factories, remember, the factories are also robotic. Today's factories are so incredibly complex. This is Delta's manufacturing line, and they're getting it ready for a robotic future. It is already robotics and software defined, and now in the future, there'll be robots working in it. And as a fleet, as a team, working together in a factory that is also robotic, we have to give it Omniverse to learn how to work together. And that digital twin, you now have a digital twin of the robot, you have a digital twin of all of the equipment, you're gonna have digital twin of the factory. Those nested digital twins are gonna be part of what Omniverse is able to do. This is Delta's digital twin. If you look at it too closely, you think that it's in fact photographs. These are all digital twins. They're all simulations. They just look beautiful. The image just looks beautiful.
Did you hear that? It's all a simulation. It just looks beautiful. Pay attention to what this gentleman is telling you. Listen very carefully.
But it's all digital twins. This is Pegatron's digital twin. This is Foxconn's digital twin. This is Gigabyte's digital twin. This is Quanta's. This is Wistron's. TSMC is building a digital twin of their next fab. As we speak, there are $5 trillion of plants being planned around the world. Over the next 3 years, $5 trillion of new plants. Because the world is reshaping, because reindustrialization moving around the world, new plants are being built everywhere. This is an enormous opportunity for us to make sure that they build it well and cost effectively and on time. And so putting everything into a digital twin is really a great first step and preparing it for a robotic future. In fact, building that $5 trillion doesn't include a new type of factory that we're building. And even our own factories, we put in a digital twin. This is the NVIDIA AI factory in a digital twin. Kaohsiung is a digital twin. There are already hundreds of thousands of buildings, millions of miles of roads. And so, yeah.
Did you hear that? He just told you that they build a simulated world. You're looking at it. It's beautiful. So who's driving the vehicles? Are these all self-drive? Who's walking down the streets? Who's walking in and out of these buildings? Who's sitting on this motorcycle over here? Is that your digital twin? Is this your digital twin universe? Another dimension of your life that you can just be interchanged, just like a SIM card. Huh.
Yes, the digital twin. Let's take a look at all of this.
Taiwan is pioneering software-defined manufacturing. TSMC, Foxconn, Wistron, Pegatron, Delta Electronics, Quanta, WeWin, and Gigabyte are developing digital twins on NVIDIA Omniverse for every step of the manufacturing process. TSMC with MedAI generate 3D layouts of an entire fab from 2D CAD and develop AI tools on CUOP that can simulate and optimize intricate piping systems across multiple floors, saving months of time, plan new facilities and production lines virtually prior to physical construction, saving millions in costs by reducing downtime. Pegatron simulates solder paste dispensing, reducing production defects. Quanta uses Siemens Teamcenter X with Omniverse to analyze and plan multi-step processes. Quanta simulate power and cooling efficiency of test data centers with Cadence Reality Digital Twin. And to develop physical AI-enabled robots, each company uses its digital twin as a robot gym to develop, train, test, and simulate robots. Whether manipulators, AMRs, humanoids, or vision AI agents, as they perform their tasks, or work together as a diverse fleet.
My entire keynote is your work.
And that's pretty much it for there. So imagine this. Imagine this. What if the way for the elites to get rid of all humanity is put us in a simulation, and they have AI and robots taking care of all their needs, and guess what? They have everything now. It's just a thought. So let's continue the journey to meet your digital twin. Get over here to that, and it's in the right place.
How did humans make this, right? This is a microprocessor. That's a human hair, the width of a human hair. Look how deep this goes. How, as human beings, have we been even able to come close to making something like this? You think, oh, that's amazing. Like, he's gone in quite far there. It just keeps going and going. Look how far this goes. How did we make this? Like, what process did it blows my mind. It just keeps on going. Look at that. And then the zoom out. And like, that was all just right in there. And that's the human hair.
Almost went overboard with that. And then we dove into this video. I'm not going to play it for you. This one. And this is where it is announced that the Tesla robots, the humanoid robots, will learn by visualization, which means they can watch a YouTube video on how to prepare fettuccine Alfredo. And once they do that, then they can go emulate that. So imagine just, if they found something like somebody's cookbook that, you can't buy anywhere, if you know what I mean, and read that. So that there. And let me get over here to explain to you what in the world is your digital twin, right? Well, let's go find out. A digital twin is a virtual model of a physical object, system, or process that can simulate its behavior and performance in real time. It is updated with data from sensors and other real-time information sources, allowing for continuous monitoring and analysis of the physical counterpart's operations and performance characteristics. Digital twins can represent various entities, from individual components to entire systems or even cities. They are used across multiple industries, including manufacturing, healthcare, transportation, and energy, to optimize performance, monitor operations, and facilitate decision-making. The concept of digital twins leverages data integration, simulations, and real-time decision-making to transform business operations by accelerating and automating holistic understanding, continuous improvement, and effective interventions. In healthcare, Digital twins can help physicians and researchers better understand population health and even treat heart disorders by creating personalized digital twins that represent a patient's heart and its electrical wave propagation. Digital twins are also evolving with the integration of artificial intelligence and machine learning, enabling them to continuously improve and provide more accurate and actionable insights. The development of digital twin technology involves industry experts, extensive documentation reviews, and practical use cases to ensure an authoritative and widely agreed upon definition. Digital twins are disrupting traditional product lifecycle management by providing a digital footprint of products from design to development and throughout their entire lifecycle, enhancing efficiency, manufacturing, intelligence, service, and sustainability in product design. That is your digital twin. So let's go over here and do a little digging and find out who's got their finger in the pop. Larry Ellison, CEO, founder, Oracle. Larry Ellison, the Oracle database tycoon, has expressed a desire to create a comprehensive database system that would include all of America's data, including genomic data for AI to study. During a discussion at the World Government Summit in Dubai, Ellison stated, and I quote, "I have to tell the AI model as much about my country as I can. We need to unify all national data, including genomic data and the info about infrastructure," close quote, indicating his vision for a unified database system to facilitate AI analysis. Ellison's vision includes the idea of pervasive surveillance, which he believes would keep people, quote, "on their best behavior," close quote. He suggested that constant real-time surveillance analyzed by AI could improve services and security for citizens. This initiative reflects Ellison's belief in the transformative potential of AI across various sectors and his ambition to integrate diverse data sources to enhance AI capabilities. Are you hearing the words coming out of my mouth? Are you hearing the words being expressed on this show, this episode? Let's go back and re-review the project, Stargate AI project. Remember that? So let's just go take another stroll down memory lane. Because, folks, if you're not fucking terrified, if you're not taking care of things like this right now, becoming more knowledgeable so you can protect yourself, so you don't get caught up in this crazy, idiotic world that's going to take place. There's no doubt about it. So what is the Stargate project? The Stargate AI project is a major initiative to build a network of AI data centers across the United States and internationally. The latest development, they OpenAI, that's Sam Altman, is constructing its first site in Abilene, Texas. I won't get into the minutia of that, but basically the overview of the Stargate project, it's initiated by OpenAI, that's Sam Altman, Oracle, that's that guy Larry Ellison that I just told you exactly what he wants to do. He wants a worldwide surveillance state. He wants to act like Minority Report, that if you even think about doing a criminal act, you got the Minority Report police at your door. Don't. Hey, you were thinking about having sex with your daughter. What? No, it wasn't. Oh, we got it on camera. With support from President Donald John Trump. Okay. Objective: to build a network of AI data centers across the United States and expand globally with a focus on enhancing America's technological leadership and supporting the reindustrialization of the country. Investment: a proposed $500 billion investment in the first $100 billion coming in the initial phase. Partners: ARM, Microsoft. Microsoft, that's just, the greatest company on the face of the planet. And their former, CEO and founder, William Gates, Billy, that guy, he's just two thumbs up, right? You want him involved in every aspect of your life, especially healthcare. For a Harvard dropout, he went even to Harvard Med School. So we're going to take healthcare advice from Mr. Microsoft himself, right? And then we have NVIDIA, who wants to build your digital twin. Okay, folks, are you catching on to what's happening? And I say this for a reason, because everything that you do with any type of smart device, it doesn't matter whether it's a laptop, a phone, a pad, a smart watch, a smart appliance, smart electronics, smart device, if they have Bluetooth or Wi-Fi and they're talking or they can communicate, they're all triangulating using AI. It's way beyond what you can even imagine. I've covered Microsoft and, some of the dirty stuff that they are connected with that people don't realize. So we're at a time in society, in humanity. This is a worldwide effort, okay? This is a worldwide effort. They're going to get everybody to okie dokie to this, just like everybody okie doke to that, if you know what I'm talking about. Watch. They're going to make your life better. They're going to make life easier. And I'm telling you, okay, that created transhumans. All of those people are now owned and operated by the manufacturer or the licensee to absolutely. So they can be put in a simulation, turned on and off. All the senses. They can make you taste, smell, feel, hear, all that. And it'll be beautiful. You'll own nothing and be happy. Is it all kind of like ringing? Are the dots, you slowly getting the dots connected? Because I cannot, I've got a pretty goddamn good track record, folks. And when I start connecting dots like this, they get terrifying. And that's where we're at. I said we're in the Terminator movie. I don't know what Terminator part we're in. I don't even know if it's at the very beginning, kind of like where they do the flashback back to, what was it, Cybergenics? I mean, is that what we're looking at? Cybergenics, Stargate Project? It's a worldwide effort. Just take care of yourself out there in the wild, wild west of the worldwide jungle, hell on earth, and all that good stuff. Let me go see if I have any comments over here. Probably not. I'm sure everybody's like going, what the hell is he doing again? Oh, man. I don't mean to terrify you, but this is the future, folks. This is where we're at. When I was a kid, this was all science fiction, that would be able to live this digital world in the Matrix, but the Matrix wasn't even a word. It wasn't even a thing yet. Obviously, I don't even think Keanu Reeves was born yet. Yeah, that kind of crazy stuff. In your digital twin, they've created it already. They have it. Okay, they may not. Might go, okay, here, let's pull up Floyd Pleasant Harvin in the Force digital twin, but all my data is there. All they have to do is just focus it and create it, or go tell the AI, hey, go make a real-time digital twin. So they could actually be doing a simulcast of me on YouTube as a digital twin in real time. and could just totally fool you. Huh. You think any of that went down over the last 4 years? 4.5? Or longer? I've told you guys over and over and over, I pay attention to technology in my industry. I'm in the entertainment industry. I work with some of the top people in the business, putting on some of the most elite shows because everybody's trying to top the next show or, the next booth or the next presenter, whatever that looks like. And when I see stuff that I've never seen before, never heard before, never experienced before, I ask questions. Hey, who's running this? You? Hey, yeah, I want to talk to you. Come here. And then we have a conversation and they break it all down to me. Some of these people come from Hollywood. Some of them come from Vegas, New York, where the cutting edge of technology is needed in those particular entertainment industries, television, film, theater, etc., etc. So pay attention to what the fuck is going on. And, there's many methods you can protect yourself. You can actually get out of the matrix and operate completely anonymously, okay, in public, and just move around and nobody knows who you are, okay? There's a way to do that. Whether you set up a trust, LLC, nonprofit, private membership association, however you want to structure your life, that's your choice. If you want to utilize what I have available, that's fine too. This is up to you. I kind of see this as it's just going to be a digital takeover all the way around. And if you're not outside that digital system or to be able to be outside of that digital system, you're going to get caught up. That's just how I look at it. So me, myself, I don't want to be in the fourth largest city in the country. Absolutely not. I don't even want to be in the 400th largest city in America. I want to be in a rural area where, freedom reigns. I want to get off the digital footprint. And especially if Aunt Ethel is on her deathbed and you're looking for that big inheritance, Aunt Ethel was a savvy investor. She looked to make a huge return on her investments. So as we wait for Aunt Ethel's passing, you should get prepared how to operate over there in La La Land. Where, like, who the hell is that? I don't know. Who is that? I don't know. I ran their plates and came back ABCD. For real, dude. Look. That's what you want. So they go over and snoop around because you're in a restaurant and you give your credit card, pay your tab. They go over there and jam up the waitress and say, hey, let me see that card. ABCD. Who the hell are you? Who is that? So then they go online and they do this huge search for ABCD and they hit dead end after dead end after dead end after dead end. And by that time, you've gone to France and bounced around somewhere else. That's what you want to do. And that's the ultimate goal, to retain that freedom where you really do own nothing, but you're the beneficiary to everything. Getting there and learning how is two different things. If you're familiar with my show and what I've been doing lately, okay, I'm going to give away a revocable living trust class. All right. These are classes that Ann and I produced. I think we did 4 or 5 different classes, all for the revocable living trust. Just that many students. It's over in my private Telegram groups. I have a whole bunch of them in Telegram. But I want to give somebody a free class where you can go in there and you can create your own revocable living trust. Everything's in there, the instructions, the templates, examples, all the materials, all the videos from the classes. You can watch them at your leisure. And guess what? You have about, I don't know, a couple hundred or more former students plus Ann, plus myself, who answers your questions in those Telegram groups. Okay. So I have the revocable, irrevocable, foreign. Um, um, what other one did we do? Those three. Yeah. The PMA as well. So yeah, if that's something you want to do, it's available. If you need something custom built for you, that's going to be available too. Generally during a weekend, a holiday weekend like this, I work through holidays. It just is what it is. I just work. I've been doing it so long. Holidays don't have the same meaning. And you know what they say. You go on vacation, come back on probation, and that was a sticking point for me a lot of times. So I'm not that way anymore. I'm actually the one you want to be responsible, which is oddly enough. Um, so everybody, please be aware of your surroundings and what's going on with your digital DNA and what you're doing. Every time okay, every time you sign up for a new app, whatever that is, you go over, okay, I'm going to join Yelp, or I'm going to join DoorDash, or I'm going to join Facebook, or I'm going to join True Social, or whatever. Okay. Every time you log into one of those, okay, you're putting your email address in, and it may be a dummy email address. It may be just one that you use as a commercial, which means for, everything, or you get spammed, that. And then you have one for private or, legal matters, or, important stuff. However you have that set up. So whenever you're putting this information in there, okay, it starts connecting you, because some of these are just gathering more and more and more data on you, and you're just giving it to them. It's like you go on Facebook, and they want to know your date of birth. Where do you live? Houston, Texas. Where did you go to school? Where have you worked? What have you been doing? What was your title? Where did you go to school? You see, you give them all that data free, and then you post all your pictures. You post your family. Sometimes you identify them, so now they know all that information. Okay, because when you signed up for that app and you agreed to the terms and conditions and all that fine print that you just refused to read, and I get it, there's miles and miles of it. Nobody wants to spend 30 minutes reading the fine print, but in those terms and agreements, and I'm not saying every app's like this, but the big ones are, you allow them to utilize any data that you put in there however the hell they want. So their data is talking to these other big datas like Google. Okay, so you got Meta talking to Google, talking to Amazon. You see how I'm going? Okay, all this information is just automatically being automatically. Nobody's sitting there pushing buttons. Nobody's like, oh, hey, so-and-so logged in. Nope. All automatic. They're all talking. They're all triangulating. So every time you log into Facebook on your phone, on your laptop, on your PC, on your television, all that data is documented, recorded, located, stored, and then they create this digital you. And it all works on patterns. If you have any kind of location device on in your phone, in your laptop, it's connected. You might use Google Maps. You might use Waze. You might use something else that's constantly tracking you. That all goes into the pattern that you've developed, your digital DNA. These are your digital twins. This is what's going to be recreated, so they can actually recreate a city, your neighborhood, right? You just heard the gentleman tell you it's beautiful, right? Imagine how they could fool you, how easily they could fool you. Mimicking your grandmother or your mother in distress, your husband, your daughter. Imagine if that fell into the wrong hands. You think the Nigerian princes and kings and queens and all those people over there You think they had a good scam going, or all those crypto scammers in Asia? You think? Ooh, yeah. Imagine what this is going to look like. When you can just tell AI, hey, I want to do a show on this, and boom, it's just done for you. AI did everything. It already has your image, has your voice, your mannerisms, characteristics, behaviors, stutters, slurs, ands, uhs, buts, so's. That's where we're coming to. So, could you easily be slid into a simulation without you even realizing that you did it? Let's just say you went to sleep and boom, you woke up and you're in a completely different place, but don't even know it because now you're in a simulation. Is that possible? I don't know. Do they have the technology? I don't know. But what I've shown you is technology that they definitely do have. And if they don't, they're developing it. And it's not going to be beneficial for humanity. You've been warned, folks. Stay tuned. I'm not leaving this one alone. Good night, everybody.